Fellow Kenyans, we are living in very unique times. Our voting pattern has cost us our freedom. Our voting pattern has cost us our country. Our voting pattern has cost us international respect. Our voting pattern has cost us our constitution, our laws, and our lives. It was a great mistake to think that a person who has previously been accused of most heinous crimes against humanity can lead you with humanity. It is not surprising that Mr. William Ruto has now declared that he is going to kill every person who puts him in a coffin. All those people having caricatures, Mr. William Ruto has declared that he's going to have them put in the real coffin. And when it is revealed that the president is in charge of abductions, extrajudicial killings, and all these heinous crimes that are being perpetrated against Kenyans, what are we left to do? Are we Kenyans hopeless? Are we helpless? Are we going to survive and live at the mercy of Mr. William Ruto? We must take actions and take charge of our country. We must redeem our country. We must tell William Ruto that you belong to the ICC, that that's where your home is, and that you're going to leave us in peace. Actions must be taken to make sure that we have a regime that is going to earn us international respect. Not the Dutch who respect us anymore. Nobody in the world is respecting us because we elected a rogue regime. Serikali ya uongo, serikali ya ubinafsi, serikali ya ufisadi. Until when are we going to redeem ourselves, Kenyans? I saw and I was encouraged yesterday by that lady who stormed the office of the cabinet secretary, wakikula mandazi huko, and she gave them the real-time problems. Those are the kind of interventions that we must make. We must make it hard for Mr. William Ruto to govern. We must make it hard for Mr. William Ruto to continue perpetrating the heinous crimes that he is perpetrating. And our focus should not be drawn to Haji alone. It must be drawn to the person giving the command. What we call command responsibility. Mr. William Ruto bears the greatest responsibility in the command structure. And that is one of the ingredients the ICC requires for there to be a crime against humanity crystallizing under the ICC statute. Let us write to ICC, let us not stop. Let us tell the ICC now the criminal has been revealed. Let us write to all international organizations, including the United Nations Human Rights Commission, and we tell them that now the criminal has been revealed. Now that the criminal has been revealed, how do we proceed? We cannot allow this country to go to the dogs. We must redeem this country, fellow Kenyans. It doesn't matter how many of us is going to kill, how many of us is going to abduct. It doesn't matter how many of us is going to silence. But I'm sure he cannot silence 50 million people. I'm sure he cannot silence everybody. By the time he's done with the 50 million, he'll be among them also, because he's within the 50 million. So, Kenyans, we cannot allow our country to go to the dogs. Mr. William Ruto cannot govern this country. He has no capacity, he has no capability, he has no ability, he has no wherewithals, he has no the will and the idea on how to govern this country. It's time for us to say enough is enough. It's enough, Mr. William Ruto, that you have killed us. It is enough that, Mr. William Ruto, you have abducted us. It is enough that Mr. William Ruto, our children are not able to go to school. It is enough, Mr. William Ruto, that people are dying of diseases that are capable of being managed because you have stolen everything in the Shia and Shah. It is enough to say, Mr. William Ruto, that you will not vaccinate our cows. It is enough to say, Mr. William Ruto, that we are not going to allow you to make our country a pariah state. How comes that foreigners are being abducted in Kenya? How comes? Which country? This is not what we aspired to have. This is not what Matiba died for. This is not what Shikuku died for. This is not what Kibaki fought for. This is not what Kijana Wamalwa fought for. This is not what Charity Ngilu fought for. This is not what the liberators and Martha Karuas fought for. This is not what the Kiraito Morongo, whom I saw in State House, would wish to have to see happening. This is not what Kivutha Kibwana fought for. This is not what General Miguna fought for. This is not what we stand for. This is not what George Anyona fought for. We never fought to have a pariah state. We fought to have a country that is respectable within the Committee of Nations. We fought to have a country that respects the bare minimum of our freedoms and rights. We fought to have a country that respects the rule of law. We fought to have a country that respects the right, the sanctity of the right to life. We never fought to have this country. Mr. William Ruto, we shall tell you on your face that this is not what we fought for. I am aware you have not been part and parcel of the rebellion or the fights that we have fought. That is why you have no pains. And you should feel ashamed that you can have the guts to wish your daughter Charlene a happy birthday when parents are crying and languishing in poverty. When parents are crying about the death of their children, you should feel ashamed that you have the guts to wish your daughter a happy new year or a happy birthday when millions and millions of parents are sleeping hungry. When people are dying on their hospital beds for lack of treatment. Shame on this government.